all winners. Even if this is a competition, they are all winners because they get their prize. So before we start, I just wanted to present you a speech about school. Michael, what is school for? So yeah, I'm going to present you the speech right now. I am suing the school system. Can you see how students are getting less and less interested in going to school? Can you see how they are putting little efforts in doing their homework? Why is that? What happened to that perfect position of school? What happened to our second home? School is a flower that started losing its petals, and it's soon going to wither. Now, let's imagine this kid. He gets into school, he gets good grades, he gets full marks, he graduates the top of his class every year, and he graduates high school with the top score in his country. Okay, so now what? The only thing he has is his fancy diploma to stay at home with. Only me tell you that history and geography, Victorian trinomials, Pythagorean theorems really help him get a job and purchase a home. No, I'm joking, because none of that happened. Nowadays, school system equals useless multiplied by the square root of stupid. They cram you with information so we can throw it out on the test. Why is that? Okay, during the year, there is a program that should be respected of lessons, and then that's it. You just come to school every year, studying within the same routine, and you don't even know why you are studying. Okay, isn't this enough to let students start hating to school? Remember this flower? Here's one picture. Students now stress over tests. And the most common question in class is, teacher, will this be on the test? Or, teacher, is this paragraph on the test? All we're scared about is tests and grades. But that never determines the person. Here's another one. Teachers know if you're a bunch of homework, and then they tell you that you need to manage time. But they don't teach you the time management skills to deal with it. And you end up not concentrating in class, not having enough sleep, and it has been scientifically proved that extra hours of sleep are more important than any essay a teacher would give. Okay, now let's imagine Dan the doctor with 10 patients. He prescribed the exact same medicine to all of his patients. The results will be tragic. Yet when it comes to school, that's exactly what happens. When one teacher stands in front of 20 kids, each one of them having different brains, different ideas, different dreams, and you treat them all the same way? That's horrific. Talking about teachers are heroes and they often get blamed, but they're not the problem. School system is the problem. And now I address this to students. If you don't get a good mark, that never means that you are a failure. You have control between your hands to make things fair. And you shape your own future. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you own a MacBook or an iPhone? Did you know they were both created by a dropout? That social media you use, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, did you know they were also created by a dropout? Does your home furniture come from IKEA? Oh, no. Don't get the wrong idea. Ingvar Kamprad, founder of IKEA, never even went to school. School system really needs to change for the better and teach students skills they should have, such as interpersonal skills, soft skills, problem solving, creative thinking, communication, and many other skills. Because those students, are going to be the water to revive this flower. I rest my case.
helps all learn. Going to the shop or the pharmacy is torture, so I plan ahead. I think about ways to escape. When I stand in line, I stop thinking about how everything can go wrong. And no places relax me, because I don't have an emergency plan for those. I hate planes, crowds, buses, because there's no easy way you can escape. I know meet a lot of new people, partly because I'm scared, and partly because it's hard to meet someone new when you just sit in your bed all day. I think too much, I think ahead, I think behind, I think sideways, and it's not about having this quick, you should not to have anxiety. It's not just simple worldview. I don't want to show my weaknesses because I don't want them to judge me. They say I'm whining or being dramatic anyway, so it's just easier to hide it. People don't realize how often I just lay in my bed, crying and shaking without any particular reason. They don't know how many opportunities or even simple daily activities I have to stay in road trip. They think I'm lazy or rude. That's why they flirt with it. And again, no. The truth is we try to hold on to what's left in our sanity by at least trying to look normal. When we finally open up and tell someone, people just tune out. Anxiety holds you tight until you're not able to breathe anymore. It won't leave you alone. It's a serious problem that shouldn't be taken for granted. We're really suffering and not just pretending to be. So please, if you know a person that lives with any sort of mental illnesses, try to be kind. It can make our day.
Hopeless, helpless, feels that for no reason at all, losing interest in things they used to love. Feels that your existence means nothing in this world. So let me tell you, this is what we call depression. Depression is a mental illness. It's not just being sad when something goes wrong. Actually, it's being sad for no reason at all. It's something that can keep you in bed all day. A lot of people ignore the fact that it's as real and painful as any physical illness. People are victims of suicide, and this illness is what kills them. Quarantine was really hard for everyone, including me. A lot of things changed in our life. We couldn't see our families, our friends, and some people started to feel depressed, and maybe me too. But of course, that wasn't the end. Losing interest in things they used to love, feeling exhausted and out of energy, gaining or losing weight, sleeping either too much or just a little, having anxiety and overthinking some silly things like, why my friend didn't text me back, and thinking that they're ignoring me, so probably they hate me, but that's okay, because sometimes they hate me too. That's how a depressed person feels. Like, when my best friend changed school this year, a lot of things changed too. We couldn't see each other every day like we used to. And I was thinking that she made new friends in her new school, and she doesn't need me anymore, and maybe forgets about me. But of course, that was just me overthinking. I want you to know that no matter where in your life, no matter how bad is your situation, you are worthy, and you deserve to see how beautiful is life. So let me tell you this again, this is not the end. Hello everybody. Like the paper?
Indeed, safe. I'm like the paper that falls in the water and fills up with it. When I start thinking about something for a long time, I don't know. I can control myself. And every time I came home, I would start thinking about everything that happened to me. Whether it was trivial or important. I felt like I was in a deep pool, and it was really hard to resist. For example, let's imagine that we have a white picture. This last one fell on the ground with a simple dirty. Can you get to the biggest case? I just focus on the little dirty and forget about the mini whiteness. I care about anything, and I feel depressed. Because I'm not overthinking if I don't find solutions to my problems maybe as Mr. said. I know that it's not good for me, but what can I do? Sometimes I say stop listening, stop thinking a lot, don't push yourself in pain. Stay strong, forget about yesterday and today. But for me, it was really strange to think about details. To be honest. Wait, I remember a day I went to my mother and told her, Mom, I have lots of problems, and I'm lost in all of them. Can you get me what she said? Show me. Are you crazy? Are you doctor maybe? Did you make any mistake in your equation? That's why you think a lot? Okay, listen here. I don't like me? Do you do housework? Like preparing food, washing clothes, cleaning the house? You're not! I'm the only person who has the right to come to lots of things. So why you put yourself in stress? And you do something not good for mental health? Same circuits will never tell about this problem. But I'm learning to smoke a lot. And I said inside me that she was right. Imagine with me when you live every moment of stress and weakness, and you try to spy everyone, but you forgot to spy also. So you find yourself lost and someone you never wanted to be. An overthinker, a lively paper, and a being see. But one day, and it was in this moment, I went to your doctor. I told her about this problem, and in fact, I felt comfortable when I shared the experience I had with her. Truly, she gave me a piece of advice to be able to exceed my overthinking. First off, it's I have to understand that life is ups and downs, and no one is perfect, so I don't have to try to be one. And she told me also that I have to find something that can help me to forget my bad habits. That is moments I remember when I taught to write in yours. From the other side, and after the long conversation with this beautiful kind doctor, I can now say that I am able to get over my problem with overthinking. I used my poem to retreat all the unhappy feelings I was feeling. And I tried to smile as to find myself asleep. Not from people, only from me. Because I know that there is no touch on what you found. I won't get nothing just in 10 seconds. Overthinking is a kind of thinking and creating a law of our future, but I can tell you right now that we focus to what is positive. And that will leave my life simply without making myself lost and negative thoughts. And I will also prepare for my future step by step. And this is my only advice to you. Stop thinking and worrying. The details of your life to see is so default. Like a picture in a deep sea.
My personal experience. So, no other here will decide the problem that I faced in the past with charms and inability to talk to people and to express my plans and feelings. So, I decided to create my problem in 7 phases. The first one, that I went to the grasser, I dropped something and I forced myself to drop it back once and twice. And here I am. I could talk to anybody and I expressed my dislike of something, discomfort, and without. You know, as I went to that, I started to change school from year to year. And here I am. The topic of forming your relationship became for me an easy and normal task. I will not say that it was easy from the beginning. Yeah, it took time, but since to persistence, I managed to implement it. And since I was able, then any of you can do it. It's not difficult for everyone. If you make attention, the value of the person is valued by the number of his knowledge, not just his intelligence. So you should be able to communicate with everyone, even the bad person. But you know what is more important is not be like them, because you are the one who choose and to succeed, to fail, to advance, or maybe retreat. If you make attention, when you succeed, you say, I succeeded. And when you feel like you say, they failed me. Even we should be brave and say, I felt it's normal. Finally, I want to say to you, you are able to do what you want. Just you must little courage. And in this moment, you will narrate your experience and say, here I am.
As we cannot live alone in this life, we need the family environment and friends. They have an impact on us from different angles. My neighbor had experience with friends. He was very attached to his friend, so much so that he was spending more time with his friend than with his family. Since he was superior in his studies and behavior, as they assisted him to spend more time out of school, which affects his studies and behavior. He became very aggressive. With time, he realized that his son was being with the wrong people, and that he had lost filial love. So he finally decided to move away from them and return to what he was: peace of mind. The lesson of this story is that you search for peace of your mind, as sometimes you have to move away from them to find comfort. This may be your friends, or perhaps your family. So be independent and firm in your principle. You will get to know new people, and you will get people you use it to love. However, you don't know how to lose your peace of mind.
Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Have you ever wondered what if you don't have emotions? Let me give you an example. What? Why are you staring at me? Do you think I've done something wrong? Oh, is it because of the flower? Well, let's say that the flower represents the human's emotions. Take a look. You see, even if I'm trying to fix it, it can't turn to its original form. And that's exactly what happens when you say beautiful words to others. Now, some of you may ask themselves, life would be easier without emotions, right? I mean, me myself have thought of that. I remember when I was a child, I used to play a lot with my cousin. And one day, she accidentally broke my mom's favorite vase. We literally stood in front of the glass. We were shocked, panicked, stressed, and scared, of course. Especially me, because I know who's going to take the blame. From that day on, I was so unlucky with anything related to emotions. I could actually cry or have a bad mood at a party, and the opposite. Laugh at the very wrong moment. Why was I like that? I don't know. You know, we always miss in our life those people who are quiet, speechless, emotionless, and we think they are cool, so we try to be like them. But trust me, the day I tried to follow these people and ignore my feelings, I realized that emotions are a gift from God. Sometimes when we are broken, we wish they never existed, because then we think we won't feel anything, but that's wrong. It's right that we can't turn the things as it was before, but we always can replace this bad memory by creating new and better ones. And always remember, it's just a bad day, but never, never a bad one. Hello everyone. Second one, advice from God. Coronavirus, the most frequently mentioned word in the last period, where everyone had the opportunity to take an expected experience, the quarantine. So, how was the quarantine change our life? Yes, we know, it was a difficult time for all of us. But let's hear some things. Studying at home. A lot of students all around the world, just like us, started to study from home. And personally, I was lucky to have some benefits. I got to wake up later, but before, I got to wake up early, change into my nice clothes, get my breakfast, and then go to school. But during the quarantine, you had just to get from your bed to your computer desk, your bed to your computer desk. Wait, what? 2 minutes? Or maybe 5 if you got to down some stairs. Well, because of all this, there was less traffic in the cities, and then less pollution. That's good. We save here. And what about businesses? So businesses lost money because they didn't open. Yes, we know this. But if you're a business owner and you work from home, then you didn't have to rent out enough space or even to pay people to buy for everyone a computer. They have their own computers and their own homes. So you can save money for more important projects in the future. And guess what? The thing that I really like is that people are actually beginning to respect other humans, especially the doctors and the nurses. And this to me is, wow, it's such an amazing energy, and I hope this continues and never stops. Well, finally, it's all I can say to you. Don't let any bacteria fix your personality and changing your mind. Don't let it make you weak. Then it makes you stronger and stronger, so you can save power and energy, and you can face all the problems in your life. Just take it easy. Take it from the positive side, and think about it again and again. second moment. Best of luck.
Hello, everyone. Hold on. I hear some whispers. Oh my god. They're talking about their friends behind their backs, as usual. Well, from my perspective, I think that everyone has a bad habit, even if he doesn't really acknowledge about it, or he's not aware of it. Alright, let me ask you something. Who doesn't have a bad habit in here?
Everyone. Yes.
Well, Liz, you think that you don't have a bad habit, right? Well, that is your bad habit. It's all started when you got triggered by a certain action. You do it and repeat it again and again. But what creates a habit? Very bad one. And suddenly, it becomes a part of your life and a routine behavior that you didn't even make a decision to do it. Just imagine a friend of yours having next to you but covering his mouth. Or you, interrupting people while they're talking. Alright, from my own experience with minor faults, I came up with two main types of people with bad habits. The first one is the one who gets ashamed every time someone mentions his bad habit. He doesn't really put much effort to get rid of it. But in the opposite hand, we have the person who asks help from his friends. He really wants to let his bad habit go. Alright, let me tell you just a quick story of my own experience. So one day on Friday, I decided to stay up all night watching a movie. So all I needed was a snack. I went up to the store, and when I was standing there, a young man stood next to me and started coughing in front of my face and kept telling me that I can buy whatever I want and he will pay for it. I was so annoyed by him coughing. So I took 2 steps away from him. And I ordered my favorite snack and I let him pay for it. Yeah, it was a nice behavior from that man, but his bad habit ruined everything. We all know that people often tend to eat sweets when they're sad. And yeah, it is good. But the thing that you don't know about is that your body sends a signal to your brain that says, oh wow, I feel good. Well, I think that is my cure of sadness. And then your body gets into the automatic mode where they see sweets, eat them, taste good, and repeat. It's all about repetition. The fact that your body gets used to it and starts doing it involuntarily. So there is one way that can help you get rid of your bad habit, is staying aware of your thoughts, as well as determining what triggers you the most. So, burn your bad habit before it burns you.
Hello everyone. Please subscribe. Each of us must have passed through its own process. So, what might make us lazy? Laziness may make us lose the sweetest day of our life, which is the adolescence period, which is shaped with his personality. At the present time, we find most of the teenagers playing the Free Fire game. Personally, I was addicted to it during the quarantine, to the extent that if I did not play it, my head might hurt me. My family was warning me a lot of time about this bad habit, but I wasn't listening to them until one day. I had too much work to manage this one to revise and to write. And when I had enough time to finish them, I kept postponing, and that created problems for me with my parents. And they took my cell away for a long time. And during this period, I did my work, either in school or at home, at time. And when that became a habit, even when I had my phone back, I was already asked to finish every time before taking it. We are the lazy generation, and the most of the people are waiting for us to give something new to discover with. Won't we get to this? If we stay lazy? Of course no. The man can't face behind to this minds with the phone. So, we must put hand in hand to contribute, to give it a lot to our society, and then making it the best society. This is after the phones were thrown back.
The most important thing is to participate, and you did great, and you made us very proud. I would like to thank their supervisor, Teacher Zerban, for his support continuously, and he's the one making them speak freely like this, and he's the one working behind the scenes. Thank you very much.
Honestly, coming here under the impression that it's not going to be that great. It's one of those schools I have seen again and again and again. But I am so impressed with the delivery style, the speeches, the level of deliverance you have demonstrated today. And let me tell you, you are so fortunate to be in this school. Because sitting here and I can see the way your teachers are talking to you, and I feel their spirits. That's really, their words are the expression of deep-hearted, rooted words. So you kind of from the heart and tell that the English teacher is talking to you, and I could see how the way he was talking. The French teacher, of course, I did not see the other ones, the director also, and I could tell that really you are all great. I have been to other schools, but you are great. Let me tell you, honestly, you are the best.
Thank you.
Please, you know what? In my eyes and the eyes of the jury, and I think of the eyes of your teachers, you are all winners. Why? Because you have achieved tremendous work. Nobody is able, in your age I'm talking and saying, to stand in front of such audience and express themselves with emotions and great words. It takes a lot of work. And you have really performed on a very high level. And I congratulate you for that. Really, you are good. So, just to tell you that if you are the ranked first or second or third, it's not really important. What is important is that you participated in a non-precedented event. Really, you are part of something that will make history of this school. You know, you will be remembered for years and years. So whether you are first or you are the last, you are part of an event that will stay forever in this school. And congratulations again.
Second position is Iman Halmuda.
I want to make all of you winners, and you are winners, and I want to put all of you on a first place, you know? But we have to have a winner and there are some really slight differences between each one of them. All of you performed just great, but just slight differences between all of you. And I'm going to say the winner is. It's obvious it's Guram, Hiba Guram. Prize, Hiba Guram will get a nice book here with the CD-ROM and a story. And also, you will get something, a module that you can take classes in Calliope for free, for a module. And if you have to contact Calliope, you can choose the module you want to do. Calliope, by the way, I'm doing advertising for you here. It's for free. Calliope, by the way, offers English classes, German, Spanish, Arabic, Darija, and French also. So congratulations. And here is your certificate.
Attention that you gave me today, and I'm so glad that I can even describe my happiness right now. And I want to thank Mr. Zurban because he was the reason that I won today. And thank you. You are such a nice person.